So on the letting side of your business, communication is more regular by necessity, isn't it? Or is it? 35% of tenants were contacted by their agent during lockdown to check whether all was okay. It's not great, but if you did it, it will be noted. So better to be in the 35% rather than the 65%. And for tenants living in properties managed by landlords, it was 22% who had contact. So the agent managed properties were better, but still room for improvement. And that's about the relationship you build with your landlords. So with landlords, there's an opportunity to establish a deep, ongoing client-advisor relationship. Share your knowledge with them. Look at the reasons why landlords invest. For 61%, it's either a pension or it's because it's the safest place to invest. They are in it for the long haul. Property is still widely seen as a safe, long-term bet, despite all the policy to discourage it. And yields are still pretty attractive. And 1 in 6 of the landlords in the survey intend to expand their portfolio. So maybe organise a breakfast event specifically for investors, or a webinar in the current climate. 76% of landlords say market knowledge is the #1 reason for choosing their agent. And another strong message that came through from this year's survey is the importance of cross-selling between lettings and the sales side of your business. And that probably means investing in your CRM system. But renters are prospective buyers. Do you always make that connection? Do you always keep in touch over a long period? The survey showed us that 12% of renters plan to buy within the next 12 months and 25% plan to buy within 2 years. So make sure they have a good experience as a tenant, and there's tech to help with that. I mean, Amazon is promoting Alexa now to the institutional build-to-rent sector as a management device. But just remember the slide we saw earlier, renters value fast response times, and you can build your brand on the letting side and make the appraisal sales so much easier. Tenants are far more concerned about affordability since COVID. Not a great surprise, but show them what's happening to values. Offer them some reassurance. You might want to let them know that 79% of landlords who were approached by tenants for a rent concession during COVID were sympathetic. 79% were sympathetic and agreed a rent reduction or a waiver, and that came through from the tenant survey. If your client's a landlord, explain the implications of giving concessions, the implications for monthly rent compared to the risk of a void. And make sure that you always have yields at your fingertips. Be able to explain to that investor client, to that landlord, how yields vary over time or from place to place or by property type.